Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Glassjaw Deathclaw. And as is promised, we are here tonight at the Virunga, and we are going to be doing some buffalo hunting. And get rid of everything else but the 338. We might even try to take a shot with the Mouse and the gun, but we'll see what happens. Might go for, if we do decide to use the Mosin, we're going to go for a brain shot, because otherwise we're just going to piss the buffalo off, and that's the last thing we want. Yeah, this is going to be a buffalo only hunt. We're not hunting anything else. Yeah, buffalo only for tonight. And that's why I've kind of called this this whole thing the Buffalo Beatdown for a reason. Yeah, buffalo, they scare me, but they're also pretty exciting to hunt once you find a big one. Once you find a Dugga boy. Alright, we got all of our goodies, making sure we get everything lined up. We're going to back out. Make sure we have everything set up just the way we want it. I got a couple grand in reserve, so we might actually buy in for some more ammo for the 338. Make sure if and when we do run across a good-sized buffalo, we make sure to get our point across that we want them to expire quickly. Because they're these guys. They're big, they're strong, and they will... Oh yeah, they'll put a hurting on you bad if you let them. We're going to go with the shorter scope on the 338. Okay, we got a center eliminator up. Binoculars, yes. Okay, now let's see if we can afford some more 338 rounds. Okay. Ammo, rifle, what we got? I know a 338 is actually fairly expensive, but it delivers a nice little kick when you hit them just right. Yeah, we're gonna buy a couple. It's not cheap, but buy a couple boxes of that, and that should get the message across that we're serious. Yeah, nice visual here. Now let's go find ourselves some buffalo to beat up on. I do hunt this area fairly regularly, so it is kind of hunted right now. But let's see if we can. Okay, the time is in the afternoon. I am not the best at picking out great times for these, so point of fact, I'm actually pretty horrible at it. As you can see, this area is pink from all the gemsbuck I've been hunting lately. There we go. It makes me feel a little better now. You guys got me at a good camera angle right on. Alright, let's see what we got here. 08 to say noonish, so I would have missed them time-wise, but I think we're going to drop in right here. I have 2 tents set up, one on each side of this gorge. One of them is right next to the water on purpose. And that is because if I drop in at nighttime and I'm lucky enough to catch them, I won't catch the buffalo sleeping, but they'll be around, and that will assist me in getting right onto them and getting into a fight with at least one of them. Sometimes I lose. It doesn't matter what I do. These things are bad news in shoes. I want to keep our 0 set to 82 because they're usually in fairly close when I pop them. Let me just put out the message that we're alive now. It'll be just a second. Not sure what that call was. I missed it. Damn it. That's alright. We can't win them all. Just gonna get our thing going here. That way we can let people know that we are live. We're about 5 minutes into the stream. We're actually just getting warmed up. Got ourselves we're gonna be streaming for at least an hour tonight because I'm feeling pretty good. And if I'm feeling good, that honestly is cool for everybody involved. Glassjaw, Deathclaws, Buffalo, Beatdown. Yes. Pretty cool stuff. Nice. Alright. And there it goes. There goes the, wow. Ah, I missed that call again. I can't believe it. That's alright. Can't win them all, I guess. Hopefully the music's not too loud for you guys. And I'm not worried about copyright strikes and all that other garbage. Really not. I'm streaming right now. If they don't like it, then frankly that's just too goddamn bad. Yeah. If I go by what everyone approves of, then I'm never gonna get anywhere. So. Ah, and look at that. Date with a Deathclaw comes on. Turn this up a little bit for you guys. Love this tune. Love it. Alright, well, what do you say we get, see if we can get ourselves into some action here. Sip of my drink before we get started, though. Yes. Alright. Now we're just going to creep right on up here, because they could be on either side of this. Come right down here onto the beach, carefully. Sometimes there will be buffalo right on down there. Don't see anything. That doesn't mean they're not down there. That definitely does not mean they're not down here. Yeah, a lot of people don't particularly care for Virunga. I actually like it a lot. It's definitely one of those hunting places you have to get used to. It's not something you can just drop into and say, "Oh well, you know, I'm king of my domain." It's like, hey, well, yeah, we got ourselves on the track to a female buff already. We want to use our scent eliminator right now, while the wind is in our favor, so we don't get screwed. Because otherwise she's going to hook us with her horns and jangle them around in uncomfortable places. That's bound to happen when you get close to a buffalo that does not like you. The males are actually way worse tempered, but I think that's also because of their massive stores of testosterone they have. Yeah, there. And here we go. He may have spotted me, but we are definitely on the track of a rather large male. Oh, and he's right in here too. I can hear his hoof beats. Yeah, that big boy is right in here because he just called a second ago. We're going to push in carefully, but we're going to do it so we don't... he may charge anyway, but we're going to try not to get stepped on. I'm also going to turn my headset up so I can hear a little bit better. Yeah, he's smack dab in front of us. If we can get in close without stepping on them, I can get a shot. We're gonna pop them good. Well, because of all this grass, it's exactly what makes hunting buff exciting but dangerous. Yeah, because these guys, man, they're bad. The only thing worse are the Asiatic water buffaloes. Their temper, I can't believe it, but it's actually worse than these. Here we go, yeah. Looking for any hide, but I can't see anything. Come on, fella. Just walk towards me. Get it over with. Making this worse on yourself the longer you... Hoping we won't get charged, but that's a high likelihood that we will. I'm trying to creep in. Yeah, he's got to be right over here. Can't see him though, but I know he's there. Oh, here we go. Eyes on. Nope, it's a female, but that's still good. Yeah, nice and gentle. She took a nice head hit. Yeah, and the male ran off ahead of her. Yeah, we popped her right in the brain. The game may not call it a brain shot, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're gonna chase her down, and we are going to finish the job. Flesh wound to the head. Hey, what's going on, bud? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very, very much for popping in. We are live with Glassjaw Deathclaw's Buffalo Beatdown. Actually just started a little over, about 13 minutes ago, give or take. I already put a shot on our first buffalo here. A hell if I know how I didn't blow her brains out with that first shot, but that's okay. Really, a lot of the... I like this game, but the damage system needs immediate revision. Especially when it comes to headshots. Yeah, and that's her. She's good. I think this might be her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her. Alright, yeah. Now, that was a pretty good shot. We got a bunch of buffalo in here, so we're definitely going to be netting some nice monies on top of everything. And that was a pretty decent shot I just put on her, so she shouldn't go far. It sounds like... Yeah, okay, looks like we got a buffalo thinking about charging us, maybe. Is it gonna charge? Yes, it is. Come on, come on. I'm trying to get my character to use the tree for cover here. Yeah, still hit me through the tree. Not sure how, but that's alright. I'm just gonna wait. That was straight on, so... Yeah, if they try to say that buffalo just ignored that, then I call I'd call malarkey. Because that was a straight spine shot for sure. Yeah, these animals are all messed up, most of them. Die, god damn it. Pretty good game, but no, I'm glad you stopped by. It's cool to see somebody I know. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely don't know why, yeah. Yeah, I wish I had my 50 cal from Fallout. This fight would never have even gone into the second. Oh, she finally went down. Damn. Let's see it. Yeah, like that one. That shot right into the spine. Yeah, her spine was snapped. She should not have even been allowed to continue fighting. That simply should have been the end of it. And that shot to the head. Headshots like that, I don't care if it doesn't intersect the brain. The trauma from that round hitting her skull should have scrambled her brain. I mean, it finally finished the job, yeah, but at that range, no, I'm sorry, but it should never ever take that many rounds. But that does not mean that I'm not enjoying this game thoroughly. I do love this game to death, but it definitely has a ways to go for it to be great. Oh, and we're on the trail of another buff already. Oh, but this is also buffalo territory. Oh, and this is also a hit from a previous buffalo that I'd shot. And we're probably going to find either this one up here that's making that call just now. She's either bleeding to death. She has bled to death, or this is a new one. Yeah. No, we got one right here for sure. And yeah, the buffalo, even though it is basically a wild cow, their calls can actually be pretty scary, pretty intimidating sounding. Yeah, I can hear her hoofbeat. She's right in here. Next, we're gonna switch over to irons. She may take me down because you can get knocked out. You cannot die per se, but it's annoying all the same. And no, I actually put in one of my videos that everybody's like, no, you shouldn't, but I think they should put in a large single shot Sharp's rifle into this game. Yeah, we want one coming up on our right, but we've also got this one right here, who is definitely going to be eating. Now that was a brain shot. You know, there's no questioning the fact that she is down. I am not playing patty cake anymore. Yep, the buffalo have aggravated me, so now they're all going to be sentenced to, oh yes, death by Deathclaw. Yep, skull brain. I blew her candle out. She never even knew what hit her. Yes. All right. That made me feel good about myself. Yeah, they're calls. I used to back when we used to get some of the hunting channels here at my house. I used to watch them go hunting for Cape buffalo almost every Saturday morning, and some of the calls that these animals make is amazing. How It does sound kind of strange, but it's not even so much the volume, it's how deep the call is. And because it's so deep, it literally travels for miles. It's less, like I said, less the volume and just the... Oh, shut up. You're lucky, Pumbaa. We're not hunting warthogs today. You're getting off light. Oh, and here's that other buffalo that we popped earlier. Now, I know I punched her clean, but yep, sure as the day is long. Here's another buffalo. All right, let me get around here so we can... Oh, she's got a nice set of horns on her, too. Oh, he actually has a nice set of horns on her, I think. Not sure. Oh, it's a female. Yep, this is the one I punched through the lung. Nice, quick kill, integrity, everything. And she's a nice female at about 897 pounds, give or take. Yep, that is a pretty damn decent buffalo, if I do say so myself. And the shot distance was only just a hair under 75 yards. I lay down flat, I lined it up, and I let her have it. Not too bad. You know, I'm not really trying to get golds and all that. I'm just in here knocking around, kind of getting my revenge on the buffalo for beating up on me in the past. I already have one video on my YouTube channel. It's actually called The Black Death Gets Death by Deathclaw. Probably one of my first ever real proper buffalo hunting videos. There's a couple of I think some of the buffalo may have been glitched out, but that's not my problem. Alright, we got buffalo here. Not sure if he's charging her yet. Yeah, this one's definitely on the run. Whoop, here we go. Sometimes you'll get, if you're in close collision, you'll get some frame rate drop, but yeah, this one's gonna try and come back on me, I'm sure of it. Alright, well, I'm not sure what this one's doing, but yeah, she's all upset. Yeah, put a good shot in on her. When you get into close collision with these, like I just mentioned, the frame rate sometimes takes a huge dump in its pants. That's 2 shots with the 338. She's got to, she's got to give up the ghost sooner or later. 75 to 100, yeah. Can't really say I agree with that, but die, god damn it. Oh yeah, charge me, you miserable bitch. I'll put you where you belong. Yeah, smacked her right in the jaw the first time because she was talking crap. So we had to straighten her out. We had to lay down the law with the pimp hand. The second one fried her, and the third one finally put this miserable bitch to bed. My goodness. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, it'd be cool to do a collab video with you and just chill and goof off. Maybe give just do a bunch of different stuff in Fallout and see how people take it. People might enjoy it, you know. Then again, people might not. You know, that's I don't know, but I'm willing to just hang out and goof around. We don't have to do anything serious. But yeah, like I was saying, not a complaint, but it's something that pretty much everyone that plays this game knows. The damage system for this game it's touchy. It's not terrible. It definitely needs some polishing. Let's put it that way. Because I'm not gonna say, oh, this game's crap. The damage system sucks. Bull. No, it has strong potential to be. You know, most of the time this game is pretty damn solid. When it comes to the Buffalo, it's like they're wearing body armor. And admittedly, in real life, Buffalo are extremely tough. Now, as it's mentioned in the description of this stream, you know, the African Cape Buffalo is, by many guides and hunters, if the animal is not dead, it is still considered dangerous. As long as it is physically able to move, it is considered a threat. And needs to be shot until it stops moving. No, they're just that nasty. Now that male that made a call is over here. Oh, you son of a... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this guy's getting punched through the lungs. Watch this. Hold my beer. Because here we go. Yeah, if I can line it up, I'm going to put it right in this guy's kitchen. I should be able to park one right here. And this will actually be a decent little distant shot if I can sink it. Because that is a good sized buffalo right there. Yeah, he's weighing in top end about just a hair over, I'd say 1,770 pounds, about 200 yards out. Okay, we're going to put the dope on our 164.4 on our... Okay, and we're going to scooch it to the left just a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't move too much. Okay. And here we go. Right about... There ought to do it. And he is hit. He's most definitely hit. Yeah, he ran off up into there. And I have a buffalo. I can hear the damn thing moving to my right over here. So, I'm going to come into the brush. I took my sight off in case I got to engage at close range. Yeah, listen for hoof beats because I know I heard him over here. I'm not sure whether it's a male or a female, but it's definitely right here. Yep, straight ahead of us, and it's a female. So we're gonna switch back to our short sight. Nah, it's okay, man. No, bless you for stopping by. I dig it that you're watching. Drive safe. I will be on for a little bit longer, so I'll see you in a bit. And here we go. We're gonna that male ought to be good and dead, so we're gonna go after this female right in front of us now. Oh boy. Yeah, I got a female and a male in here, so might have backed ourselves into a nasty little corner. Alright. Yeah. There's some movement right here, so see if I can creep up on her and give her a little smack. Try not to get stepped on. I can hear him really close, so they gotta be right here. And the one on my right's a female, the one on my left's a male. Oh boy. Yeah, I spooked him, but that's okay. Hoping this big guy here didn't run off. I'm hoping he's still spoiling for a fight. Had I never stood up, I could have waited for him to come right over this, right over the top of this hill and let him have it. So close, I keep spooking them. They keep hearing me and just running off. That's alright, though. Yeah, that is a funny thing about these buffalo. They're either brazen, brutish, murderous bastards, or they run away. It's very hard to... Could take a shot on her, but it's not going to be right. I want her to... Oh, and she made the mistake. Yeah, she broadsides again. She's done. Could shoot her in the back, but I want to make sure. I really prefer broadside shots. I hate shooting in the back or shooting them headlong because you can never really sink it in there like you need to. There's no way to call them either, and I'm not going to shoot her in the butt. I am not going to shoot her in the ass. That's just not cool. So we're going to sit here for a sec. We're just going to let the game chill. I'm actually going to holster my rifle so my character doesn't accidentally fire it while I'm having a drink here. Buffalo hunting. Thirsty work. Also, I gotta get myself set up a little better in my chair so it doesn't feel like my tailbone's gonna split in two. Alright. That's one thing you do. If you're playing on the PS4 and you find you have to set your controller down for a second, just push down on the D-pad. That'll cause you to put holster your rifle up. We got a buffalo coming in. There's a female there. Hear another one coming, but... That was a good shot. And that one right in front of us has got to be the male. Yeah, they're all over the damn place. Yep, that's the male. One of probably a handful. Yeah, and this one that we popped over here has got to be bleeding good. We have not abandoned the one, the male that we shot on the other side. We're going to go get him in a minute. I haven't forgotten about him. Yeah. Pardon me. I cannot, for the life of me, that's one thing I'd really like them to take a look at. I'm not sure whether it's intentional or it's accidental, but sometimes they'll lay physical tracks right over a blood patch. Really strange. Not, like I said, I'm not sure whether they do that intentionally or that was just some kind of a hiccup when they were working on the game, but they could definitely add that to a future patch and kind of rein that in a bit. That would be kind of cool. Not demanding it. I don't demand anything from game developers. These guys can only do what they can do. They're only human after all. Yeah, and they are limited by resources, time, and materials in many cases. So I get it, but yeah, I definitely slapped that on a. I don't know how to write bug reports and all that, so I just put that as something else they potentially work on. Okay, so I tried to run this way, it cut back, and decided to come up here instead. Okay, so we're at 50 to 75. I'm definitely not going to be getting a quick kill bonus on her, that's for damn sure. But we hit her pretty good. She's bleeding. She's eventually her health is, her health gauge is going to hit 0, and I'm going to be able to scoop her up. If she doesn't turn around and kick our ass for punching a hole in her. Mm, 25 to 50, we're... like the bleed rate from these rounds, I know these aren't the expanding rounds, but the overall bleed rate for this should be, considering what it is, much, much higher. It should be at least, yeah, at the very, very worst, a low. And at the very best, a very, very higher insta kill. But, and that's probably her right up in front of us, just kind of... She's not even bleeding to death, she's leaking to death. Which is even worse, in my opinion. Don't you growl at me, young lady. Don't give me any of that lip. Remember what happened to the last female buffalo that decided to talk back to me? She got smacked in the head a bunch of times. Yeah, you're just asking to get smacked up the side of the head with a bullet, aren't you? Yep, definitely not advised that you give me any lip, because you will get... You will feel the strength of my pimp hand. as many before have. Okay. And so following buffalo poo. It's the same female I've been tracking. She's got a... And that has to be her right out there. She's just not... I don't know. She's not ready to call it quits. Which tells me unequivocally that I have to stop blowing all my money on stuff. Save up for the 470 so I can just deliver a 1-2 knockout punch to these things and be done with it. That's 90 grand, so that's... I'm not gonna say that's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be a little bit of a grind. We can do it, but... Nope, nothing for you here. We're not hunting your species today. Go away. I'm sorry if you guys keep picking up on some of the background traffic noise, but I live right near a fairly major intersection, and some people decide, hey, it's a great idea to have overly loud exhaust in our vehicles. So, yeah, that will unfortunately bleed into the video. And no, that's probably not buffalo noise. That's scrub hair noises. Yeah, it could also be some springbucks in here and stuff like that. Alright. Still trying to find that blue line and all this pink. Trying to get out here in the clear so I can get my bearings again. We, I fear, may have lost her, which would be really embarrassing. One, because I'm streaming, and nope, we didn't lose her. Okay, just get myself oriented here. Yeah, she's walking now, so. Alright, I'm gonna kneel, and it's Probably not necessary. We're still going to shoot some of that scent eliminator just to be sure. Okay, now she's back on a run here, so as soon as we broke those trees, we must have spooked her again. I'm just kind of chilling out. We're going to have a little sip. All right. It's one thing I hate about hunting buffalo in scrub hair territory. You can't hear anything because of all the friggin' rabbits. And I'm pretty sure that's her. Whoa, there's another one. Oh, no, that's her right there. And with any luck, that shot will seal her fate, and that will finally be the end of it. Kinda getting tired of stuffing ammo into her. It's like, here, have some more ammo, you miserable pig. Now die. This buffalo has no quit in her. I'll be damned. She just keeps... Yeah, she is now the Energizer Buffalo, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, they don't have an Energizer Bunny anymore. They have an Energizer Buffalo. Buffalo actually work for cheaper. Yep, they work for grass. $25 to $50. Gee, yiminy. All right. Now it says 0 to 25, so it. Yeah, she's got to be in her death throes now. If she's not, then I don't know what the hell to tell you. Yeah, this is probably one of the longest stalks I've ever in my entire time of playing this game ever stalked a buffalo. Yeah, she has got to be on death's door if death hasn't taken her already. Yeah, it's 0 to 25. Still. Come on, lady, just finally give it up. I've been chasing your ass for the past, what, 15 minutes? And there she is. Let's see how many times we popped her. That's also admittedly what I get for not doing what a good buddy of mine mentioned I should do. Yeah, I don't know how they're calling that low. That wasn't low. I'll leave. Yeah, no, the shot that I fired was actually higher than that. I was actually aiming up in and around her. Here, let me get my finger in front of the camera, like in and around her, up in and around her right shoulder blade. So there's no way in hell that bullet went that low. Even if she was on the move, it still would have got her low right lung. So I don't know what this thing's talking about, but yeah. Oh yeah, we shot her in the leg for 38 damage. Nope, not buying it. Anyways, we collected her. Mission accomplished. Let's go get that, because there should be a mark, because I did mark him over here. It's not appearing as a mark. It's probably because he's dead. But we're going to go and collect this male that we shot all the way on the other side. we're gonna, oops, excuse me, I want to drive. We are gonna cheat a little bit though, and use one of our tents because he's definitely down over here someplace. And we're gonna go down on the beach. We're gonna find his tracks. We're gonna go looking for him. We'll find him probably curled up dead under a bush somewhere. Yep, and he's definitely gonna be on this side with us. But yes, I definitely need the 470 bad, especially for close quarters buffalo hunting. The 338 should be sufficient, but in its present state, in the game's present state, it is, but you have to, one, you have to place really good shots, and two, it's, I don't know, it's still kind of a crapshoot. It's kind of bizarre. Not complaining though. You know, I've been able to collect pretty much every, oh, pardon me, pretty much every buffalo we've shot up to this point. I don't think I've lost one yet. So, and I don't intend to. That's for sure. No, there is a particular reason why I call this Buffalo Beatdown, and I was not kidding. Because we are laying the smacketh down on their asses. All of them. Individually. Yeah, they all get their supersized serving of sit down and shut up and prepare to die. That's what they get. Yeah, they get their own. Yeah, they get their own toy that comes in a Happy Meal. It's called the Death by Death Claw. That's what they get. And they get bonus stuff if they supersize. Now this, oh boy. Yeah, and we got a male over there. I can't see him, but I'm not gonna chase him right now. We actually have a male of our own to harvest from over here. And that was a bit ago when I popped him. I just gotta find his is this him? No, it can't be. Cause yeah, okay, and this one's running now, so this has to be the one that I shot. Okay. But if this is him, then, and I know I shot him, I put a nice shot in on him, then where the hell is the blood? Unless this is a different one that spooked when I fired earlier. Yeah, we may have to run around like idiots for a little bit and see what's the what, because I know I shot him. I just can't remember where I initially got him though. Aha! Here we are. I knew I popped him good. You son of a bitch. Yeah, he took a nice little bite out of his apple. Oh, medium bleed. How do you like those apples, man? Oh, and here he is, too. Nice. Had a feeling I slapped him good, but... see if we can get a decent look at him without all this crap in the way. Ah, here we are. Look at that. Man, he's a little bug up. Take a look at that, man. Nice. That is actually a pretty nice male buffalo. I think I'm gonna snap a. Yeah, I'm gonna get mostly tree in the way, but get. Yeah, and his eyes are glassed over because he's pretty good and dead. Let's pick him up. Oh, nice, and it's a gold too. 1,735.75 pounds. Fur type black, tracking distance 350 yards. Okay. He is not, uh, nor could he ever be, as far as I'm aware of, a diamond. One, because of the quick kill bonus. I mean, we roasted him pretty good. We got a nice hit on him, but his overall score is not high enough, and I believe they have to be a minimum of an 8, which is I think it's a mythic, if I'm not mistaken, for him to be a candidate for a diamond. But still, nice buffalo. Overall weapon score of 49.67. Distance shot 198.21 yards. Just a hair under 200. 338 mag polymer tip bullet. One shot, one kill. Hoorah. That's good stuff right there. Alright, its experience index was 229. That's pretty nice. We're going to rotate this up so you get a better look at the shot there. Just, oh, beauty of shot. Really good shot. And we made 1,289 cash off of him alone. Very, very, very nice. All right, and he was worth it to come back and see him after getting after harvesting that female and stuff. Now, there is, if memory serves, still a male over here who we have not hunted yet. Oh my God! And we got buffalo on the move. How do you like those apples? Let's see what we see. Okay, that's a pretty good male there. It's a female. We're gonna go for this male here. We're gonna put a no, don't do it, come on. My God, this guy's actually trying to cross. Okay, we're gonna I want to get up on him, but I'm afraid I might actually spook him and get up to this tree, and I'm gonna take a shot. Yeah, I might have spooked him. Dadgummit. Come on. Don't run. Shuzzbutt. I spooked him. Now, if he can go back to just calming the hell down for a second, I'll be able to pop him. But yeah, you know what? We're just gonna sit right here and relax for a bit. That's okay. And I'm not gonna fire on that female. The hell with her. I want the male. I have no interest in that female. She's, I know it's sexist to say, but she's not worth much. She better not be coming around and try and horn me. If she is, then I'll have to pop her. You know what? Hell with it. We might have to shoot her, whether we want to or not, because she's headed this way. Yeah, females are still dangerous. Don't let the fact that they're like that fool you. Oh. Now, if I could get myself set up right here and have that male come back. Oh, and he is. I don't believe it. He's actually coming back out again. I'm going to put a range on him, and then we're going to dump him right on his ass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, night-night, baby. Here we go. That was a good shot. He's not going to go very far. 75 to 100, I don't think so. That was a nice shot. Oh boy. And that female's coming to say hi, I think. Or she's just running around. No, she's actually going to come back. I might as well take a stab at her while I'm at it. If she's gonna... Not sure whether she's running away or trying to charge me. I don't know. But that male across the way should be bleeding out pretty badly. You will see many a times, and I'm not poking fun at anybody, many a times people will stream or they're making a video. I'm guilty of it myself, firing more than once. I do not like to fire more than once on an animal. If you can't dispatch them with one round, then you're either using the wrong weapon, you didn't plan correctly for the shot, or I don't know. I don't like taking more than one shot on an animal. You harvest that animal with one bullet, like it's meant to be done. But that's just me. That's the way I was taught to do things, even in games. If you're gonna do it right. All right, then come on down here and see what kind of blood we got going on. But yeah, all in all, I'd say this has been a pretty good video / stream. Little bit of tracking, a little bit of time wasted chasing animals around, but for the most part, I think we've done our due diligence on putting some pretty decent shots in, and always getting our animal. Not sure if that's her running away, him running away, what's going on here, but yeah, I think it's somebody running around over there. Yeah, not entirely sure what's going on, but not entirely worried about it either. Supposedly blood. Hey, welcome back. Okay, they're calling the shot that I put on this male a flesh wound. That's okay. It does not thrill me, because I know I hit him good. Bleed rate very low. That's, typical. But we're gonna find him and we're gonna harvest him, because that's just the way it is. They're probably doing that because they're saying the effective range on the 338 is, I don't know, 160 something yards, which I know they're probably doing that for game balancing effect, but 160 something yards, yeah. I don't know about that, but yeah, we got something coming in here, so yeah, we got a bunch of different hoofbeats. So whatever pokes his head out, hopefully it'll be the male that we supposedly injured. Hopefully he'll poke his head out and he'll be able to put his lights out. Alright. Definitely got some hoofbeats in there. They're coming this way. That's all I know. Yeah. Yeah, I am most definitely surrounded, so. Tell you one thing, that buffalo is definitely hit. Oh, and he gets dropped on his face. Yeah. All right. Male or female? That was a riot. I'm hoping it was him, though. And it was. It turns out it was him. Yes. Oh, I couldn't have planned that better myself. That was friggin' beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not... like that one, I don't get it. I didn't hit his, the the first shot should definitely have gone in as at least a lung hit, but for some reason it didn't go in. And I didn't hit his shoulder blade, or I may have just skimmed it, but that would not have been enough to stop that round. The majority of the damage was done. He was, he was going to bleed to death anyway. It just would have taken forever. Hell, he probably would have died of old age before the bullet killed him. It doesn't matter. We nailed him. Yeah, this has actually been an awful lot of fun doing this. I knew I was gonna have fun buffalo hunting tonight, but this has been an absolute riot. Little bit of annoyance, a little bit of a letdown in some cases, but in others just here we go. Another female making noises at me. And that's okay. Nope, can't hear any, Oh, this, yeah, you're wondering about the game name? This is The Hunter, Call of the Wild. It is available on PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, I believe, or Xbox One, sorry, and PC. It's probably available on some of the older consoles too, but and the map I'm playing on is actually part of the Virunga DLC. Yes, it is. It is co-op. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I certainly think it's worth the money to buy in, but I got started on this, and I usually name drop fairly often. I got started on this because of a guy called Hawkeye, who is another YouTuber, Hawkeye M. He was playing this, and pardon me. Yeah, he was actually playing the Hunter, playing a Halloween special, hunting werewolves. And they came out with this game. Yeah, she's gonna be right here. We're gonna get her, no problem. Yeah, we're gonna meet her right out in the clear, I'm pretty sure, unless I spook her. And yeah, she's right smack dab out, and she's probably looking right at us. And yeah, Hawkeye is the reason why I even picked up the Hunter. Because I wanted to give this game series a shot. Okay, that's a pretty good female, but there's another one here. I can hear it moving. Can't see it, though. I probably should have taken that shot on her just then, but the hell with it. Yeah, just gotta stay right here and stay nice and steady. I'm gonna wait a second, see if she walks out in front of me. If she does, I'm gonna smack her. Yeah, so yeah, the beard definitely approves of the amount of buffalo that we've harvested in this one video. It blows the doors off this video and this stream. Yeah. Let's see if I can get closer without spooking her. We've got a good chance of. Yeah, sounds like we might have spooked him by scent, but the goal is basically to rank up, to kill larger and larger animals. The highest rank you can get for one animal is a diamond. And there are actually charts online for what what would equate to a diamond. Usually anything score level, depending on the animal. Let's say you're looking for a diamond buffalo. The thing has to have a a minimum score, if I'm not mistaken, of 950. And has to be at least a level 8 mythical to even try to qualify as a diamond candidate. Animal weight does play a factor. I don't know how much. I usually don't even pay attention to the ranking. If I happen to get a gold animal, that's great, but it's not. I'm not looking to. I'm not crazy about chasing after diamonds and all that. It's cool if I get one, but and as you rank up, you unlock the ability to get better and better weapons. Okay, yeah, so she's right at that cusp where I can take her. She's gonna get behind that berm. God damn it. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna go play on the beach for a minute, because I really don't want to let her go if I can help it, and I can't hit that one down the end and guarantee that I'll kill it, so. No, she's gotten back into the brush. Yeah, and you're not just hunting buffalo. Like I said, this is a DLC. There are multitudes of different game animals to choose from. Everything from teeny tiny little roe deer and Hirschfelden, all the way up to buffalo here in Africa. You also have Fernando, which is the Patagonian game reserve. They have black buck. They have puma, mountain lion, which are actually pretty formidable. They're not as tough as the African lions, but they'll mess you up if you drop your guard. They also have some red deer. I've seen some red deer there. I've harvested a couple. They also have different types of waterfowl in this game. Things like cinnamon teal. If you're in Hirschfelden, you can get some duck. I've actually hunted some goose there. Usually up in the some of the cornfields closest to waterways. Okay, and that buffalo that was here is right there. It's nervous, but it's just kind of dancing around a little bit. Not sure if I want to take the shot though, because it's probably gonna be like, oh, you're beyond 164 yards, so yeah, we're gonna automatically give you a. Oh, now speaking on equipment, I will actually. Now, you know what? We've done a bunch of hunting, so I'm actually going to go over to, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to walk down to my camp here. And you can set up tents throughout the area. They used to have a game mechanic where the beavers would destroy things and destroy your tents, but people got really mad about that, so they stopped having the game destroy your tents after a certain time. Let's run right on down here. I'm not even going to worry about buffalo. I probably could have popped this one here, but I figured, what the hell? She gets to go home to her husband tonight. Yes, you can also do a bunch of different stuff at your tent apart from sleeping. Sleeping advances time. Which is useful if you have a certain need zone, whether it's water or feeding or maybe a rest area. You can advance time to within a certain time zone in order to increase your chances of finding an animal during that time period. Alright, now we're going to come in here. Hopefully we're not going to get, attacked by a buffalo while I'm telling you all of this. Now, as far as your rifles, this is what you have to choose from. Many of them are level locked. Some of them are open from the start, but you also have to, as you kill animals of higher quality, larger weight, better rack types, you will make money. You will make hunter cash. One of the first things you start out with is the 223 Dawson. It's a nice rifle. It is, basically the first thing you get. Pretty useful, especially useful against things like roe deer and springbuck here in Africa, because it is a starter weapon. Each weapon has its own rank, all the way up to rank 4. You cannot tell by the weapon itself. You actually have to look at the weapon ammo type. Like you'll look at the weapon ammo, and it'll tell you specifically what rank of weapon it belongs to. Then you got the 270 Hunter, really, really good, especially against wild boar and warthog. This is an absolute pig hammer. This thing works awesome. Okay, the Stradivarius, it's basically just a modified skin of the 270. Pretty cool looking. It's got a wooden stock instead of a synthetic one. The 7mm Empress, really good. It is a class 3 weapon, whereas the Stradivarius and the Huntsman they're essentially the same thing, but they're a class 2 weapon. The 7mm Regent Magnum, it's basically just a reskin of the Empress. I like the Empress because it's engraved. The Coachman 4570, really cool gun as far as the 4570 cartridge. This is actually rated as a rank 2 weapon. You do have to be careful because this thing packs a hell of a punch. It'll cost you 48,000 hunter cash. It's not cheap. Works really good against basically anything from fallow deer up. Fallow deer are a medium level creature, level 2 creature. Not advised for anything small. If you shoot anything small, it's going to completely destroy your integrity. You're going to have no integrity bonus on the animal at all. Now, you've got the King 470 DB Apex. This is the largest weapon in the entire game. It is a double rifle firing the 470 cartridge. It's basically the equivalent of a not really a 50 cal, but it's definitely up there. It's a double rifle designed for killing really, really nasty stuff. It's basically this game's version of the buffalo hammer. If you shoot them with this, it will kill them very quickly. Now, you've got the Range Master, which I've been using. Fires a 338 caliber cartridge. This weapon here, the 470 Apex and Zenith, they're basically just it's basically just a skin swap. It's the same weapon. It is a level 4 rifle. It is the most powerful thing you can get as far as firearms are concerned. The Range Master is also a level 4. It is a single shot. Best used if you're trying to put it in good shots on buff. Punching holes in their lungs. Maybe if you can get it lined up right, a heart shot or a brain shot. You saw me put a brain shot on a buffalo earlier, and that put that buffalo right to bed. The Ranger 243. This is a nice little class 2 rifle. This is also, if I'm not mistaken, the one you start out with. Works on everything up to and including toughest animal you can shoot with it. I mean, you're gonna have trouble unless you get a brain or heart shot, but you can use this up to and including things like wild boar. Now the Solican, this is actually part of a weapons DLC. As you can see on the screen there, it says DLC. This fires a 7.62 by 54R. It's basically a Mosin Nagant Russian sniper's rifle. And they have several variants. You have assembly line, it's all pretty. Defense line, it's a little beat up. And then you've got front line, it's all beat up like it's been in war. Kind of cool looking. And this one is a level 2, but I've actually killed buffalo with this thing before. Using a brain shot. This weapon is more than sufficient for getting that job done. Then you have the 223. It's basically a level 0 to level 1. Mostly used for picking off geese out of the sky, shooting different types of waterfowl. I know it sounds silly shooting waterfowl with a 22, but it works. Use it for different types of rabbit. It's not advisable that you use this for roe deer, anything like that, because 9 times out of 10 you're just going to injure them instead of kill them. It's just not worth it. Use this as your little bunny blaster. It works perfectly fine for that. Another reskin of that. Then you get into the Whitlock, which has always been a sweetheart. It's been a favorite of mine. It fires the 30-30 cartridge. Packs a nice little punch. This thing, I've actually used it up to and in killing bear on Layton Lakes, but you have to make sure you get a heart shot with it. Otherwise, it's kind of up in the air whether the bear is going to die or not. And we are trying to be good about that type of thing, making sure you place good shots and stuff. At least if you guys ever hunt with me, that is a biggie with me. Making sure if you're gonna shoot, make sure you're gonna place a good shot. Take your time. Please do not just go blasting rounds off. 1, it makes a lot of noise. It scares the animals away. And 2, it just, I don't know. That's just not the way I roll, and I'd prefer to have people who are hunting with me conduct themselves accordingly. But that's it. That's the end for rifles, okay? Now we're going to come into handguns. Now, you've got the 44 Panther Magnum. Nice pistol. Not the pistol you start out with or have at the beginning. That's actually the Picasso 357 is when you start out with. Pistol hunting is cool. Most of these, are good for class 2 animals, mostly. The Magnifico 410-45 Colt. It's a DLC pistol, but you can actually hunt. I've hunted creatures up to class 3, so we're talking some bear hunting, things like that. It does take a while to unlock some of the new ammos and other things. Some of the parameters are pretty stringent on what you have to do in order to get where you want to go. Then you have the Rhino 454. As far as the 458 Casull rifle, 454 Casull cartridge. Yeah, and this is the most powerful pistol you can get in the entire game. It's an absolute monster, and I've seen people using this thing and one-shotting buff with it. All different types of buffalo. Speaking of which, I hear footprints just outside, so we might have to stop for a second, pop us a buff. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. We're going to have to come back to that in a second. So, nope, the buffalo's moved off, so we can go back to what we were doing. Sorry about that. Anyway, right back to the weapons that I was jabbering on about. Yeah, the Rhino 454, it's a bruiser. Yeah, recoils like the Dickens. Its accuracy is probably way better than what it says accuracy of 10. Yeah, I kind of doubt that. It's probably way better. Then you get into shotguns. Got the Cacciatore, which I have not unlocked yet. Shotguns are cool. You're going to be using them a lot for waterfowl hunting. A lot of different, just different stuff. You can use them against bunnies. I'm not sure with the how good it's going to be for their integrity, but you can get away with using birdshot. You can probably use them for hunting rabbits and stuff like that pretty well. I have the Gamekeeper. It's an over and under, just top and bottom shotgun. Yeah, it is in 12 gauge. The Cacciatore is a pump. I think it's like a 5-shot pump. Yeah, as over and unders, you got your Grankins, which is free. You have to be a certain level, I think, for that. Okay, we got the Grelic drilling rifle, which is basically 2 shotgun barrels, and then you've got a single 9.3 rifle round just below it. And a couple of different skins on the drilling there. Got the Norden 20 gauge semi-auto. The 3-shot semi-auto 20 gauge shotgun. It's pretty nice, especially used for if you're trying to quick shot geese and stuff, or you're trying to keep loaded up really quick. It gives you 3 shots. You've also got your camo version of it. You've also got your serviceman. It's another reskin of that. The Strecker SSX 20 gauge Fiona. I like this one because I'm a big fan of kind of like the cowboy style side by side double barrel. Most of these are going to be used against waterfowl. You're not going to be, for the most part, using them against deer, unless you're using slugs, which you can unlock slug ammo for. Another color variant of that. Another color variant. Another. And that's basically it for the shotguns. Then you move into bows. And bows, for the most part, it's not about the bow itself. You have your different ones. You've got your Bear Claw Light. You've got your cross point. Bunch of different variants of the cross point. Different color variants. The stats are basically the same. It is a crossbow. And then you have your Hawk Edge, which is the bigger, badder version of the Bear Claw Light's the very first one you get. Then you get your Hawk Edge when you get enough experience with bow kills and hunting with bows, which does accrue based on kills. You know, it's got nothing to do with just having the bow. You have to actually make kills with it. Now, this recurve is part of a part of the DLC, part of the first weapons DLC, I think. Memory serves. A bunch of different skins to it. Okay, you got the Razorback Light CB60. Another bow. I haven't touched the bows that much as I like the concept. I don't use them that often. I am primarily a rifle hunter. Always have been. Alright, now you get into, as I was saying about the weapons class and the ammo types, actually showing you what they're good for. Right over here. Let me use my finger. Right over here, you'll actually see it says weapons class on the bottom right of the four different options, and you'll see a picture of a looks like a fox with a 1 next to it. This is class 1 ammo. Anything that is a class 1 weapon will use this, ammo type. So 223, it's a class 1. The 22 is a weapons class 0, so that's basically bunnies and waterfowl. 243 is a weapons class 2, so that's basically roe deer, like I said, on up to wild boar, maximum. Now, the 270 is also a class 2, but you can use that all the way up to bear if you make really good shots. You have to make sure to heart shot them or spine shot them. Otherwise, I've seen people use the 270 for bringing down buff, but their shots are pinpoint. They're really careful about that. That's important stuff. Shot placement in this game is essential when you're using a weapon that's not quite rated for the game you're hunting. Alright, now we move into the 30-30. It's a nice gun. It is a brush gun. As you can see, you have different types of ammo. It's preferable that you use the soft point round nose for this particular cartridge. The hollow points are cool if you're smacking around like I don't know, like fallow deer. You can get away with it. It's going to cause them to bleed out more. But if you hit any kind of bone, it's going to bone you. It's going to screw you. So you're better off just using a soft point round nose, punching through their shoulder blade and putting them down. The 338, as you can see, takes a massive jump. It is a weapon class 4. And the highest rated animals in this game are 4s up to this point. They haven't added anything larger than a 4 yet. So even buffalo are a 4. That's why we're using the 338 to put them down. Okay, the 4570, as I mentioned before. Yep, it is a class 2 weapon. The lever action holds 3 rounds. Okay, then you got the 470 Nitro Express. The big boy, the Buffalo Hammer, is a level 4. The effective range on it is minuscule. But if you want to start charging buff, yeah, you light them up with this thing, and they'll stop what they're doing. Okay, now the 762x54R, which the Solican, the Mosin Nagant fires, is a weapons class 2. I've actually taken animals that were classed. Like I said, I've taken a buff with it. It's not easy. You have to brain shot them. But you can use that to put them down. Usually preferable for things up to and including, I'd say, you can hunt gemsbuck with it, but you've got to hit them just right. Otherwise, it's going to take you forever to find the animal that you shot. So slipping in lung shots, heart shots, brain shots if possible. Okay, now the 7mm. It is a single shot, but this is actually your best bet if you're hunting gemsbuck, because gemsbuck I do believe are a class 3 animal. 7mm, the one you want to go to, and you want to be making sure that you use the polymer tips, because those actually have much better penetration. The expansion on them is but you're looking to punch through, like I said, shoulder blades, spinal cord, stuff like that, and just drop them as quick as possible. The 9.3 by 74R, this is actually one of the rounds that goes into the drilling, they call it a drilling double rifle. It's actually, like I said, two shotgun shells and then a rifle down below it. And I think the shotgun shells are, memory serves, 28 gauge. And that's basically it for the rifle ammo. Then we move into the 357. I'm not going to bore you guys with running through all this. We're going to do it right quick. Alright, 357 is basically a weapon class 1. 44 is a class 2. 45 is a class 2. And the 454 is a class 3. And as you can see, I have a long way to go before I even try getting that weapon. Handgun hunting's it's okay, but I'm a rifle guy. The Magnifico 410/45 revolver fires a 410 shotgun shell. It also fires a 45 long Colt. And this is it's a bunny blaster. That's basically what it is. It's used for shooting bunnies. You can also use that pistol for taking down some goose and some duck and some teal, if you're confident enough to move quickly and with a purpose. Got your standard 12 gauge bird shot, which I haven't unlocked yet, but that goes for basically any of the 12 gauge shotguns, and it's also a level 0. Then you get your 12 gauge buckshot, which I have unlocked. That's good for basically any class 2 animal in the game. You do have to be pretty close for it to be effective, but it can work pretty good. You're honestly better off, if you can get away with it, using slugs on class 2 animals, but then you have to watch out for your integrity. So that's something you do have to watch out for. 16 gauge bird shot. Yeah, that goes into the drilling double rifle. Yeah, more drilling stuff. Buckshot slugs. Yeah, and it goes from basically weapon class 0 to 2 to 3 if you're using slugs. 20 gauge birdshot, another bunny blaster. If you're using the 20 gauge buckshot, you can hunt and get away with some rabbit, but you are going to hurt the integrity of the animal. You can definitely hunt fox with it and roe deer. Slugs are not advised for anything below, say, I'd say nothing below a fallow deer. Nothing below fallow deer. And you got your 20 gauge steel bird shot. We're right back into waterfowl territory. Okay, you got your arrows. And these basically just follow the same formula. Weapon class 0, 2. You do have to make sure to be careful with these, though, and make sure it says arrow and not bolt. The bolts are to be used in the crossbows. Arrows will not work. Arrows, bolts, you have to definitely make sure that you double check before you purchase. And you can actually, here, I'm just going to click on this, and it'll tell you what it's compatible with. And it'll tell you exactly which weapon it's good for. Yeah. shows you all the different ammo types. And alright, yeah, we're going to come right back to the arrow thing here. And this goes all the way up to the 600 grain broadhead bolts, which are class 3 arrows. You can use them against buff if you've got the stones, but you need to be really sure you're hitting them where it counts, and that's heart shots. You're not going to be double lunging these guys with crossbow bolts and getting away with it most of the time. You probably can, but you're going to be pushing your luck, because if you get it wrong, you're going to piss them off and they're going to stomp you into the dirt. Then you get into different, just going to do a quick rundown of this, just different sights. You start off with the little baby 6x16x15 rifle scope. You work your way up to the 24, the 32 Helios, which is for the lever guns in particular. Then you get the long range scope, magnification 4 to 8. Now this will let you reach out a long way. This scope here is for the 470, so don't even worry about that till later on. You've got a variety of different glow sights. It's basically just tritium front and rear sights for all the different rifles and stuff. Handgun sights, you get a scope. I'm kind of working on that one. The Raptor reflex sight, it's okay. It doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't tickle my fancy. I don't use it that often. I'd rather use the tritium sights on any of the revolvers that I have. And these are not based on any kind of like weapon class. It's all based on how often you make kills with pistols. Once it's unlocked, it's unlocked. And you get your shotgun sights. You got your 3x9x45 drilling scope. For your double shotgun and 9.3x74R rifle. You got a scope for your simple scope for your shotgun. You got a bunch of different bits and bobs there. You do have different choices for your bow. I usually use this one myself. This a simple scope for it. That's the crossbow one, and you can unlock them. It takes a while, but if you're a die-hard bow hunter, then you're gonna have a lot of fun unlocking these, because you're gonna be in it for a while, and they are expensive, but they are worth it if you get them. Then you get into different lures. I'm gonna touch on those quickly. Each one, it gives you an affected species, gives you an effective range, how long that call will, once you use it once, how long it'll last, and the attraction strength. Most of it's pretty cut and dry. Yeah, a lot of the waterfowl ones have a really good distance on them. 546 yards. Mallard and teal. And many of these you can mix and match depending on which game reserve you go to. Some of them will function for, like white-tailed deer. You're going to find that on Leighton Lakes, but you're not going to find it in Virunga. But you will find springbuck, wildebeest, and kudu in the Virunga. So sometimes you can just leave this in your backpack and pop it out when you need to. This guy here, the deer bleat collar. White-tailed deer, black-tailed deer, and mule deer. Mule deer can be found in a bunch of different places, especially Leighton Lakes. Okay, the deer grunt collar is pretty much a kind of a one-trick pony. It works. Believe me, it works. You want to use that on Leighton Lakes, which is a California reserve. Roosevelt elk, also Leighton Lakes. You may be able to find them in one other place, but I can't for the life of me remember which reserve it is. Then you've got moose, Leighton Lakes. Black bear, brown bear, puma, and lion. Kind of self-explanatory what this thing attracts. You're going to find black bear at Layton Lakes. You're going to find the brown bear up in Medvedtiga, which is a DLC, a Russian DLC. And you're going to find puma in Patagonia. That's going to be the Fernando Reserve. And lions you're obviously going to find here in Africa. Then you got your red fox, coyote, Eurasian lynx, side-striped jackal, and lion. Red fox you're going to find in Hirschfelden. Coyote is going to be at Layton Lakes, Eurasian lynx. You're going to find that in Medvedtiga. And striped side jackal and lion you're going to find in Africa. Red deer, you're going to find them in Hirschfelden. You're also, if memory serves, you're also going to find them in Fernando, the Patagonian Reserve. Roe deer, they're basically one of the first things you hunt, apart from fallow deer, and you're going to find them in Hirschfelden. Short-reed Canadian goose collar, Hirschfelden. Now this one's versatile because you can use it basically anywhere where there are pigs. So, Hirschfelden and the Virunga in particular. That's going to do it for the collars. Scents I use on occasion, just it's not something I use often. I probably should use them more often. I'd be way more successful. I'm more of a call hunter myself. Sorry guys, I gotta readjust how I'm sitting. It feels like my back's gonna snap. Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay, now we're gonna run down this list right quick for you. That's better. Yeah, you got your blacktail deer scent. Pretty obvious. Wherever blacktail are, that'll work. Same thing with all of these. Basically, know what animals are going to be in the reserve, and use this scent. Oh, well, there's a warthog calling. Siberian musk deer is basically the smaller cousin of the roe deer, and it only appears in Medvedtiga. Yeah, you got your red deer scent. You want to be using a lot of that in Hirschfelden, because some of those red deer get massive. Oh, that's pretty self-explanatory. You got your decoys. You got your geese doing different stuff. Common teal decoys. These guys, cinnamon teal, you're gonna find, if I'm not mistaken, only in Fernando, in the Patagonian Reserve. Mallard duck. They're in a bunch of the different reserves, but primarily I find them in Layton Lakes. Now, you get into equipment consumables. You get your first aid kits because buffalo will mess you up. Sometimes you'll get kicked by a deer or gored by a pig. Yeah, it's about $1,500 per first aid kit. It's worth it though. Scent Eliminator is something, it takes a little bit. You will have to unlock it by advancing in rank and all that. It's worth it. As soon as you load in, make sure you have all your gear, you're ready to go out into the field. Use one spray of this, kills your scent, and that'll help you. If you've got the wind blowing at you, directly at you, the animal's not gonna be like, oh, well, coming from your back to your front. The animal's not gonna be like, oh, I smell a human, let's run away. It's actually gonna help a lot with that. There are also different perks and things you can mess with. Your choice of clothing, it's kind of cool, but it does not affect, even says it right here, your choice of clothing does not affect how well animals can detect you. I like that, and I don't. It's cool because you can kind of wear whatever you like, but it doesn't assist you at all in hunting, so no matter what you wear, you just kind of deal with it. The backpacks can expand how much you carry, but your choice of backpack does affect how much noise you make and how visible you are. I'm carrying a big one, so it makes my character louder and it makes my character more visible, but I can also carry more. I do that on purpose because I carry a lot of stuff. You can carry a teeny tiny little backpack. It's barely going to increase your visibility. It'll make you a little bit noisier, but that's about it. It's not bad. Now you got your different binoculars. You do have to unlock some of these different ones. You do have to pay for your binoculars. You have to pay for basically all this stuff as you hunt and move along. These are pretty cool. It's a good way to start to see the animal and kind of figure out a game plan as to what you're doing. You got your standard binoculars. I haven't unlocked these yet, but yeah, it does. These ones here do give you range finding, but I haven't even really bothered with it myself, because I can range find with the Venture 5x30 rangefinder. That's why when I say, okay, I'm going to get a range, I pull up my rangefinder. I give it a little look. If the animal's within range, or a range I figure I can hit, because they do have increments. It's a perk you get to set your dope, to set your zero on your scope, kind of on the fly. It works. It's pretty good. Just kind of play with it, and eventually you'll get good at it. It's not something you can just kind of say, oh well, I'm gonna do this and it'll work out. It kind of does, but you have to be careful. Yeah, you have to learn as you go. It is kind of work in progress. You have different tents you can buy. They're expensive and they are a bit heavy, but they can allow you to set up little base camps out in the middle of nowhere, which can assist you. You got ground blinds. Sometimes they're cool for deer hunting, and like I don't use them that often. I'd rather be on the move more often than not. Get your layout blinds. This thing is not cheap, but it is awesome if you're hunting different things like geese. You lay this out in the middle of a nice cornfield. Set out a bunch of your decoys. Get yourself all scent eliminated right quick. Climb in with your favorite shotgun. Make sure you're loaded and ready. Throw out a couple of geese calls early in the morning. In around 5 a.m. is when you want to start your business. And just kind of hang out for a bit. You see the birds coming in. Call them a couple times. If you're lucky, they'll break and come on down, and you do what you do best and light them up. You got different waterfowl blinds that you can set up. Some of these are pretty cool, especially if you set them up near waterways. I've purchased 2 out of the 3 so far. And that's basically it for the purchasable stuff that you can get in this game. Now, one thing I did not touch on that I want to touch on since we're here and we're talking about all this. One invaluable thing is your codex. If you want to know how your character's doing, you click on Hunter, come down to the profile card, and you'll take a look at, that's my character. It's that's what she looks like. She is a rank 42, soon to be a rank 43. Got your different skills, and you've got your perks. There's 2 different trees. Some of them are active, some of them you have to activate. I'll actually cover on that in a moment shortly. Not gonna go through. Yeah, it's actually pretty neat. Especially if you're chilling with somebody. You spend the time. You spend enough time hanging out, just learning from other hunters and stuff. You can actually do quite a bit of damage and have a lot of fun. You definitely have to link up with the right people though, because some people just want to run around and spin in circles and shoot their gun, and it's obnoxious. You got to get with people who want to talk to you, who want to strategize, especially if there's a particular animal you're looking to hunt. I was having trouble in Hirschfelden not too long ago finding a European bison. I got very lucky and figured out um, how to get to them, because I did one session of recording and I could not, for the life of me, find a single European bison. Maybe it was a bug in the game, or maybe something was just off. But 2 nights later, there are the bison right where it was the last time. Let me come down to skip that song. Definitely not listening to the hamster dance while we talk about this. Okay. You want to come down to, you've got a list of all your different hunting places: Pacific Northwest, Medvedtiga, Varunga, Parque Fernando. Now, the wildlife, it actually, when you click on it, it will tell you basically everything you need to know about your animal. What equipment you're going to need to dispatch your animal. First of all, bears, they're skittish, they're defensive, habitat, forest and flat and hilly terrain, senses, good hearing, great sense of smell. Their vision's okay, but you don't want to really push your luck with that. You want to try and stay in cover as best as possible. Yeah, they're okay. Usually active during the night. Sometimes you'll see them in places like Leighton Lakes during the day. Stick to cover when hunting bears, if at all possible. Recommended equipment, weapon class 2 minimum when we're talking about black bears. Predator distressed fawn collar works pretty good. You want to go for double lung and heart shots on those bad boys. They can attack you. They don't very often, but that doesn't mean they're opposed to it. They will beat your ass if you get too close. Basically, it gives you a rundown of what you're going to need to pay attention to with each animal. I keep hitting the wrong button here. You got coyotes. They're basically just a pain in the ass. They're dumpster dogs. You got your mallards, shotguns basically. Moose are a pain in the ass, especially if you don't have a class 4 weapon just yet, because they are very difficult to kill unless you know exactly what you're doing. You can spine shot them with a 270, but once again, shot placement is going to be your enemy if you're not perked and statted up a little bit. Elk are a lot of fun. I will warn you now, they are extremely loud. Yep, I know. Is that a little better? No, I just had to lean back a bit because I've been sitting straight up. And that, not complaining. I'm glad I have a chair to sit in, but I've been sitting here for almost 2 hours, so my tailbone's starting to ache a little bit. But the first time you have a Roosevelt elk call and he's less than 200 yards away, it will startle you. I will warn you now, it is loud. If you've got good stereo headphones, you'll actually be able to feel how loud that animal is. The same thing with the red deer. They're also extremely loud too. White-tailed deer. Everybody knows white-tailed deer. Jackrabbits. They're skittish. They're kind of a pain in the ass. You can make some pretty good money off them if you go bunny hunting though. Geese. Geese are geese. Everybody knows about geese. Buffalo. European bison in particular. Yep. Fairly ill-tempered. Not too bad. You can dispatch them with the 30-30, but you've got to be sitting, maybe 20 yards away and punch him either right in the side of the head, or like as you can see in this picture here, his right shoulder's coming down right directly behind his shoulder, and drive it right into his lungs. It's probably not going to be an insta-kill, even if you're using the good ammo for it, but it should definitely smack him pretty good. That's the way I killed my first buffalo. I bought the 30-30, and I drove around right into actually the back side of its right lung, and it actually nicked the heart too on the way through. So I got lucky there. Fallow deer, basically just a European type of deer, Eurasian type of deer. Pretty deer, fairly easy to harvest. The 243 is my best friend when it comes to harvesting these guys. You can hit them with the 45-70, but if you're gonna use that weapon, you're better off sitting further out. That way, they're not getting the full shock of that round. Because if you hit them at too close a range with that, you're gonna knock them rotten. Red deer. Yeah, these guys are pretty awesome, but you do need a class 3 weapon to take them down efficiently, quickly, and humanely. Red fox, another, as usual, another dumpster dog. Weapon class 0 to 1. Roe deer, weapon class 1. You can also use you can use the 243, even though the 243 it's essentially a weapon class 1 to 2. The wild boar, yeah, you want at the very least a 270, and you want to be putting it. You do not want to shoot these guys in the head. Yeah, you want to go for lung shots with wild boar. You can usually double lung them if you can get them to broadside. Brown bears, oh boy. Yeah, you want to shoot them with at least a 7mm. Double lung or heart. Do not shoot them anywhere else, unless you are lucky enough to get one of them turned around with their back towards you, standing up. Then you may be able to put a spine shot in on one. But if you screw it up, you're first and foremost, you're going to injure the animal. You're probably going to piss it off too. I haven't been attacked by those, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And they are aggressive, so you need to be super, super careful with those. Lynx, haven't hunted many of these, but basically it's a job for the 243. Musk deer, like I said, it's basically the small cousin of the roe deer. It's got little fangs, actually. It's kind of funny looking. Makes a weird noise too. Reindeer, have not hunted many of these. If you're gonna hunt them, use at least a 270. Maximum, on a big one, maybe a 7mm, but that's gonna be at range, and you're probably gonna screw up your animal integrity. Then you get into the African stuff. Most of the African stuff is weapon class 3 or better, usually. Cape buffalo, obviously they're a class 4 weapon. Yeah. Sincerus Kaffir. Nasty, nasty, nasty creatures. Get into the gemsbuck. You can use the mouse and the solican to kill them. You want to go with a double lung with these particular guys. Solican works really good if you place a good shot. The 7mm is highly recommended for these, even though it's a single shot. You're just taking your time, putting in nice lung shots all day long. Kudu, 243, 270. You can use the 45-70 on them, and because it is a Class 2 weapon, it works. It usually won't screw you on the integrity bonus, but that has to be left up to your judgment whether to fire or not, depending on the distance from you to the animal. Scrub hair, it's a bunny. Anything that's level 0 will do. Shot some jackals. I usually don't care about the integrity bonus with jackals and the like, so I usually shoot them with the Solican. Longest one I ever shot was like, I don't know, 400 yards out, one bullet right through the spine. Springbucks. These little guys, you don't want to use anything more. If you want to keep your integrity bonuses and everything, you do not want to use anything more than the 223 tops. Just put the 223 in your backpack if you're going to Africa. If you're hunting springbuck, don't shoot them with anything else. Warthogs, basically the same deal as the wild boar. 270, 45-70. You can shoot them with the larger stuff, but it really depends on if you care. If you're just shooting them to harvest them, the sky's the limit. Shoot them with 470 for all I care. Yeah, and then the pig in the background respawns there. It's like, hey, watch it, pal. But no, try to keep it in the weapon class 2 for those guys. You can definitely use the like the 44 Magnum if you can get one to come in close enough. Do not, with the pigs, I'm telling you now, just out of hand, just out of experience, do not even bother going for headshots. Double lungs, all day long. Lungs and heart. Leave the head alone. They have not figured out how to square away the problem with headshots yet. I'm leaving that up to Expansive Worlds to figure that out. It's their game, it's their circus and their monkeys. I'm letting them fix that one. Excess deer, kind of like the kind of like the middling between the road deer and the fallow deer. You do not want to use anything more than the 223 on those because they're actually not very large at all. Black buck, 223 again. Cinnamon teal, shotguns, Magnifico, 410. It's a bird. Mule deer. You can use 243, 45-70. I think I already said 270, but I could be mistaken. No, I said 243. Yeah, you can use 270 on those. Basically, lung, heart, spine. Leave the head alone. Don't go for brain shots. It's just not worth it. Now, puma, on the other hand, you can use basically anything up to and including the 7mm to put a stop to them. These things can and will attack you if they get the drop on you, so you need to be very careful when hunting these things. I've gotten knocked out a couple of times by them. And the water buffalo. Yeah, I know. A lot of people wish... and headshots, it's not that headshots don't work. The zone that you have to put that round in is so small on most animals. You have to weigh your options as to whether it's worth it to spend that one round and put them down instantly, or because if you screw up, it's going to give you the whole flesh wound thing, and you're like, oh, it's a flesh wound. It's like, yeah, even though the shock of the round would have scrambled the animal's brains, I don't think I don't think they take that into account. You know, they don't seem to realize getting shot in the head is going to give you shell shock. It's going to mess you up pretty bad. Now, the water buffalo, these guys only show up, these particular ones only show up in the Fernando game reserve, which is a DLC. These guys, temperament-wise, actually give the African Cape Buffalo a run for their money. They are nasty. Nasty, nasty. Really, really ill-tempered. And I can't believe it, but they're actually larger than the African Cape Buffalo by a little bit. Not by a huge amount, but by enough you can tell. And they will attack you in packs. I've been attacked by 3 at one time. Okay, we get it. You're upset now. Shut up. The buffalo are right outside my tent, just making all sorts of racket. Yeah, and then you have lions in Africa. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to go outside and zap that one to get him to shut up and keep interrupting my video. But yeah, lions. Sorry. The lions in Africa they won't always attack you, but if they have it in their mind to attack you, you have a fight on your hands. You have to kill them quickly. The smallest weapon you should ever use on a lion and expect to kill it and survive is the 7mm. 7mm minimum. It says weapon class 4. I'm just telling you, 7mm is minimum ever. And that's basically it for the animal stuff. And here comes a buff. Sure enough. Yeah. Well, you guys want to play games while we're playing games. Well, let's see if she's yeah, and they decided they were just gonna run down here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me trap you on the beach. That's a great idea. Yeah, and yeah, this one's fleeing, so yeah. Usually I don't like to have to fire twice, but I think that one deserved it. And my frame rate, probably because of the fact that I've got 2 of these guys on my screen, is completely gone gone into the toilet. But that's okay. Yep, and she's down. I got her. That's one thing you will notice with this game on no, that's okay, bud. I can dig it. God bless you for sticking around, you know. Thank you very, very much for popping into the stream. You know, I appreciate you coming and saying hi. Oh, look at that. Look at that for the finish before you leave. Double lung shot. Oh, nice. I guess that first shot I fired didn't quite do it. Anyway, man, I will catch you later. God bless you for stopping by. I will talk to you soon. I'm actually thinking about wrapping it up now. So, but that's it. One last buff for the road, folks. If you have enjoyed this stream and this video, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And as always, I have been your host, Glassjaw Deathclaw. And I will see you guys soon.